I'm so far away. Okay. Hey everyone, welcome. So I recently joined a dance team, and one of the requirements is that we have to be able to do the splits in any direction. Whichever one we have is fine, and I don't have any of them. So I started researching how to get my splits. I've gotten close on my left side a couple years ago when I was stretching regularly and really trying to get my splits. But I've never had a full split in, right, left, or middle. So I watched this really cool video on YouTube about like the science of stretching for your splits. So I will link that below so you can watch it too. And I'm going to be using the principles that they discussed in that for my own stretch routine. So essentially stretching 2 minutes per muscle, 2 minutes for my hip flexors, 2 minutes for my hamstrings, to get my splits. And I'm going to be doing that 5 days a week. I'm going to take off Tuesdays and Sundays. Just because Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I work out, and I like to stretch after I work out. And then Saturday is when I have dance practice. So I want to be stretching before practice. So that leaves Thursday, Sunday, and Tuesday. But I just decided I'd rather do Tuesday, Sunday instead of Thursday, Sunday off. So do what schedule works for you. Essentially, the research in that other video said that 5 to 7 days a week of stretching is where you're going to get the most gains with stretching. And I'm just going to do those stretches and show them to you if you want to do them as well. I just came from dance practice, so I'm going to take off my dance boots. Okay, oh, and I need a timer. Hold on. Okay. So I took screenshots from the other video that I watched about how to do stretches, or like what method to use, because I know how to stretch. But in terms of like frequency and how like hard I should be pushing in the stretch and whatnot, I wasn't exactly sure about. So 1 minute for hip flexor right, 1 minute for hip flexor left, 1 minute hamstring left, 1 minute hamstring right, and then a minute in right split and a minute in left split. So that way each muscle is getting stretched for 2 minutes. And to do that 5 days per week. So then that totals 30 minutes of stretching per week. Okay, so let's get my timer going. We want 1 minute. Okay, and then I have a little mat. This is, I made these years ago, actually, when I was taking pole dancing classes, like pole fitness with my girlfriends, because my teacher made these, and I was like, oh, I want these for my house too to help me stretch. That's when I almost had my splits before. So I just ordered these really thick, like workout or yoga mats, and I cut it in half. And then my mom and I sewed these little covers, which is nice because then they can slide, like if you are sliding out into your splits. And you can fold them, and it's just nice if you have like a bunch of girls like hanging out. Then we can each have like a little mat to stretch on. Okay, so let's do my hip flexor first, and this will just protect my knee. Okay, so you want to make sure your hips are squared. You don't want to be like opening the hips. You want them squared up in each of these. And then I also like to squeeze my glute on the leg that is extended behind me to help protect my right knee. And I'm not gonna like push into these stretches really hard. I can also hold up here if you don't wanna hold here. You can also use the chair. But I'm not gonna push really hard to feel like a really intense stretch. Because I think for me, what's gonna be really important is staying calm and teaching my nervous system to be calm, that it's safe to be in these positions. Because stretching the actual muscle is a big part of it, but also, teaching your nervous system a new position. Okay, so that's 1 minute for my hip flexor. I'll do the other one. I think I'm not really square there. Okay. So I'm just gonna practice taking slow, full, deep breaths. Okay, so now the hamstring one. Again, wanting to keep my hips square. Yeah, because if I push my leg out further, it kind of makes me open my hips to the wall. So if I pull my extended leg, the one that's out in front, back so that my hips are parallel, then you're square. Okay. And I try to focus too on just with my mind, releasing more tension in my muscle on each exhale. Okay. And then I'll repeat. So in dance practice today, it was our first one, and we had to do like a little high kick with our left. And I lifted yesterday and did like legs, glutes, I did some hamstrings, and then I stretched pretty deeply yesterday, and they were so tight. Like I could barely kick my leg when I first started. But as we kept going through it, then my muscle was warming up and I was able to kick a little bit higher. So going forward, I plan to do a better job warming up ahead of time and probably do these stretches before dance practice. Okay, so that would be too far. So as you can see, my hips kind of open and I turn towards the camera, so we don't want that. We want the hips to be squared. So now I'm going to go into a split. Now I tried this yesterday at the gym and they didn't have yoga blocks, so I had to hold myself on a chair, on 2 chairs. And it was hard because I was in this like weird level that I couldn't be fully extended with my arms on the chair, or I would have been too high. And so I was like basically holding like a push-up position for like a minute after my workout. I was so tired. Anyway, I think the blocks are super helpful. So if you are high up like I am currently, I would encourage you to get some blocks. Okay, so let's see here. I think I'm just gonna get a stopwatch running so I don't have to let go of my blocks. And again, you want to keep your hips straight. And you want to try to be as upright with your torso as possible, which that was a benefit actually of the chairs. Okay, see, this is better. You should be upright. Okay. Whew. All right. So my left historically has been more flexible. So we will find out if that is still the case. And I would say too, this really helps to have fabric. So like I could push my knee out. I could push it backwards because of the cover I have on this mat, because the fabric slides on the tile. Same with having socks on. My sock can slide out easier on the tile. And then at the gym, they had one of those sliding discs, so I use that. And then I just put a mat under my knee. You want to make sure your back leg is straight too, not going crooked. See this one, I feel like my body wants to slide into it more, and I can feel my knee was sliding back. So my left is a little bit more used to it. Okay, so those are my stretches for for working on my splits. So I really hope it works. And I'll keep you guys posted. Maybe I'll do like an update video in like a month or something to see how far I've progressed. So another tip they gave in that other video that I posted below is that every 6 weeks or so to take a break from stretching and not stretch for a week to give your muscles a longer time to recover, and then to get back into your routine of 5 days a week. So I plan to do that as well. I'm gonna mark down today's date and when 6 weeks is from now, or from yesterday, because I started stretching yesterday. So yeah, I hope this video is helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a nice comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!